Trump had a very rough time in Scotland, and things sure didn't get any better when he made another of his rambling, fundamentally false, and completely inaccurate rage posts that ended up humiliating British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Now, Trump was holding court for days in Scotland, acting like he's the Lord High Mayor and 3rd Earl Grey of the Loch of Aberdeenshire. It was a move designed to make the Epstein files go away, but then, of course, this is one of the first things that got asked.
It was part of the rush to get this deal done to knock the Jeffrey Epstein story out.
Oh, you got to be kidding with that.
And then the people of Scotland went after Trump using any and all possible means. They protested in Edinburgh. They protested near his golf course.
Trump, Trump! Out, out, out! Trump, Trump, Trump! Out, out, out! Trump, Trump, Trump! Out, out!
And then they protested in the most Scottish way possible, in what has to be the most profound use of art and the display of cultural form in the service of resistance. Some clever Scotsmen prevented Trump from using Scotland as a platform to spew his ramblings by shoving Scotland right down Trump's throat. Watch this and then stick around for Trump's reaction. Yeah, that's right. It's the bagpipes. Oh my God, that guy is not only a hero, but he just proved that sometimes art is the best form of resistance. Trump plods on, probably thinking the bagpipes are ceremonial, and Keir Starmer is hard at work, pretending that he is not enjoying how much the piper is humiliating Trump. You'll notice Starmer does nothing to stop it. No signal to his security, nothing. Just power through, Trumpy. But the best part is that no matter where he went, no matter what day it was, the press asked him about Epstein, and it finally broke him. Watch Trump's latest spin.
That's such old history, very easy to explain, but I don't want to waste your time by explaining it. But for years, I wouldn't talk to Jeffrey Epstein. I wouldn't talk because he did something that was inappropriate. He hired help, and I said, don't ever do that again. He stole people that worked for me. I said, don't ever do that again. He did it again, and I threw him out of the place, persona non grata. I threw him out, and that was it. I'm glad I did, if you want to know the truth. And by the way, I never went to the island, and Bill Clinton went there supposedly 28 times. I never had the privilege of going to his island, and I did turn it down, but a lot of people in Palm Beach were invited to his island.
So in a fit of rage to try and change the Epstein coverage one more time, Trump posted this on social media. North Sea oil is a treasure chest for the United Kingdom. The taxes are so high, however, that it makes no sense. They have essentially told drillers and oil companies that we don't want you. Incentivize the drillers fast. A vast fortune to be made for the UK, and far lower energy costs for the people. As usual, Trump's post does nothing but display his total ignorance about the subject. Tessa Khan, who runs the green energy advocacy group Uplift, responded to Trump's post, stating, Donald Trump's knowledge of the North Sea is clearly limited to his view from his golf course. His demand for more drilling is pure fantasy. It will do nothing to provide us with an affordable supply of energy. New drilling won't cut bills, and after 50 years of extraction, the basin is fast running out of gas. That's geology, not a political choice. Trump is not only ignorant about UK energy, but his post is a slap in the face to British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who is making energy independence through alternative energy a key component of the British economy. And it's not just insulting to Starmer, but everyone in the UK. Over 40% of Scotland's energy comes from wind, but Donny Demented is trying to say otherwise. And this is the real measure of just how demented Trump is. First of all, he lacks the vocabulary to say wind turbine. It's a word just not available to the remaining neurons he has. But the real tell of the dementia tape here is why he's lying about wind. It's because he's angry and can't let go. Trump is still raging and scheming over not being able to prevent a wind turbine farm from being in the view from one of his Aberdeen golf courses. Trump is so addle-brained and spiteful that he carries a vendetta against wind wherever he goes. Unable to do anything about it, he rails at the people of Scotland, then creates policies against it in America, despite the fact that wind and alternative energy is in the best interests of the American economy. Trump would rather punish the American people, all because he's mad about the view in Aberdeen. So Trump is out there waging a one-man war on wind because he can't get over his tantrum. So as a means of changing the Epstein story, it was a total failure. Everything was. But it's not going to be long before this lying about alternative energy is going to cost votes. Ask the people of Texas, Iowa, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Do you know what they all have in common besides being red states? They are 4 out of the top 5 alternative energy producing states. So between the Epstein files and creating policies against alternative energy, it's not going to take too much longer for red states to start seeing red and start voting blue. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.